Hi, my name is Josh, and I am a wargaming noob. Hey everyone, it's Josh with Wargaming Noob, back with another unboxing video. This time, Mantic Games, Kings of War, 2-player starter, Battle of the Glades. And here it is, Kings of War, 2-player starter, Battle of the Glades for 2nd edition. Very big box, lots of stuff in it. We're going to turn this around so you can see. 2 armies, Forces of the Abyss and Forces of Nature, as you can see. A lot of figures here. You also get a Gamer's Edition rulebook. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. So lots of stuff in this box. We have the Gamer's Edition of the rulebook. Basically the rules, as well as the different unit types and armies, their stats. No fluff in this book. Next we have the guide for the 2-player starter. That gives a little bit of the background, a little bit of the info on the storyline, as well as the stats for the starter armies. And really, here's the meat of the entire box set. We have a ton of sprues here. As you can see, this box is pretty deep. Something indicative of how many figures you actually get in this starter. I'm just going to go through some of these sprues here. These are for the Succubi. Also the Succubi. And what's nice is these sprues actually have an identifier of what they are. And you can see there's a ton of options here. There's a lot of stuff here, as you can see. I'm just going to quickly go through these because honestly there's just so many figures. Okay. I'm just going to pull out the rest of these sprues, and as you can see, there's just a lot of these guys. You also get a few more things here. These are some of the bigger figures. This to be the Salamanders, I think. Here's some bodies for the Nyads. Snares, Salamanders, of course your bases, a lot of these, or the Salamanders, Nyads, and of course the 2 heroes in the box. This is the to be the Abyssal hero, and then the Nyad, or the Forces of Nature hero, which is the Druid. I'll try to take a closer look at some of these sprues. Alright, here's a closer look at the Nyad Sprue. As you can see, you have several different head options here. You have the nets and arms, tridents, some spears down here, a banner, and of course the ranged weapons that can turn the Nyads into heart piercers. In the bag you actually have the bodies, as well as a body trapped in one of the nets for the Nyad and snares, and it looks like it's a Basilean or Kingdom of Men victim that's trapped in the netting there. Next up we have the Salamander Sprue. On this sprue itself are the shields, as well as the one-handed weapons. You also have a horn and a banner here. And then a number of heads. Of course, on this sprue it seems to be missing a couple. It probably just fell off in the box. In the bag here, we actually have the bodies for the salamanders, as well as the 2-handed weapon options that you can give to them. 2-handed weapon options subtracting 1 to their defense if you go that route. Next up we have the Abyssal Succubi. number of figures here. I believe 5 per sprue, and there are 4 sprues of each of these in the box. The Succubi, the Salamanders, the Nyads, and as you can see, more elegant types of weapons. There's a banner here. Lastly, we have the lower Abyssal Sprue. Number of weapon options and bodies. Again, these come in 4 sprues, as do all of the other figures in the box set. They are all identical. Next up, we have the hero for the Abyssal faction. This is the Abyssal Champion. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and open this up so you can see all the components. Here is the main body, pretty well detailed, and then the head. Here's also another head option, so you can kit this out with 2 different heads, as well as weapons, a sword and an axe. Lastly, we have the Druid for the forces of nature. Here's the body. She has a flowing cloak. And then one of the arms with the staff. And then a number of different options that are available. 2 different heads, another staff extended, and the head of a staff here. I don't know if it seems to be that my Druid is missing an arm, and I don't know if it was supposed to be part of this here. But in any case, that's the champion for the forces of nature. Alright, so I figured it out after racking my brain and trying to put together this figure. It's true, I was missing a component for my forces of nature. The hero figure, the Druid. Seems that the package did not come with the cape and arm. A quick email to Mantic Customer Service, and Elvis from Mantic Customer Service helped me out. While I only asked for the missing component, Elvis sent me a whole new Druid figure, which of course helped to complete my 2-player starter. So this is a shout out to Elvis and the customer service team, as well as to the entire company of Mantic Games for helping a customer out with exemplary service. Thank you, Mantic Games. Thank you, Elvis. And there you have it, Kings of War, 2-player starter, the Battle of the Glades. The amount of stuff that you get in this 2-player starter is indicative of what Mantic Games does across their product line in Kings of War. Their army boxes are chock full of figures, and really the amount of investment that you need to make in this game is lower compared to some of the other game lines because of the amount of stuff they give you. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more unboxing videos for more Gaming Noob.